I look around this room, I see the future leaders for the state of Georgia and the Democratic Party. I mean, this is the group that I am most interested in mobilizing. We have a lot of strong Democrats around the state, but what I noticed when I started looking at the state party was the lack of involvement by the YDs. You know, I have a different model in my head of how this should work. I mean, because y'all are the people that are going to be the future leaders of the state party. You're going to be the future elected officials. This is where most of our candidates are going to come from. And I need to get y'all plugged in. Now, I know a lot of you have already seen what I've put out on my website. And I know a lot of you, and I thank you for it, have endorsed my campaign. It's all about grassroots and getting people out. And again, that's where this group comes in. I'm putting a lot of pressure on y'all, but this is where it's got to start. The Republicans were in this boat 15 years ago, and they had a meeting that was very similar to this, where they pulled in their best people and their best minds, and they just decided they were grinded out. And whether you like Ralph Reed or you hate him or you think he's the devil incarnate, they did a heck of a job putting together a grassroots program and coordinated campaigns, and we're going to start that. I mean, we're going to do whatever we have to do to get back to doing that. Now, a lot of gloom and doom, but the silver lining here is there are a lot of Democrats in the state. We are having a major communication problem. We need to connect them somehow. And, you know, I am going to certainly need some help doing that, but as I go around the state, there are dozens and dozens of Democratic groups out there that are doing great work. And we've got to figure out a way that we can bring them all together, and we've got to get them into the state party. We have got to get them, whether it's offering spots at the state committee level or making sure that we have people plugged in. I'll tell you a quick story about the current party. 2 years ago, after the last election cycle, I got a call 2 weeks after the election from one of the people down at the state party, and they said to me, hey, listen, we've got a list here of 500 people that volunteered to help during the election. Well, giving them to me 2 weeks after the election is really useful. I mean, so we started going through the list. I started calling these people. I found out some of these people had called 2 or 3 months earlier, and they never got plugged in. And they're mad at me because I'm the one that's calling them saying, hey, you know, you're interested in getting involved at this point. They wanted to be involved in the election. You've got to plug people in immediately. So we've got to have that infrastructure in order to do it. But the bright spot to all this is it's not as bad as everybody thinks it is. I mean, there are some hardcore Democrats here. There are some big dollar donors. There are a lot of people that will get back on board once we have a change in management and we make